Okay guys, we are ready to enter data into Excel, and it may seem like entering data into a cell is about the most straightforward thing possible. It's just going to be a bunch of typing, and even though that's often true, Excel has a very few little features that can help save us a whole lot of typing and time. We are going to use one of those features called the autofill feature, right? And we are going to use it as we are filling out our months here. Okay, we start by filling in our first month in the month column, January. What we can do is we can get Excel to fill out that full sequence of months for us. We are going to do this by taking advantage of that little square right there. That is called the fill handle. We mouse over that fill handle. You will notice our cursor changes shape and size, and now when we click and drag down, Excel is going to fill out a sequence of months for us. Look at all that work. Excel just saved us a whole bunch of typing, a whole bunch of opportunity to make mistake, and Excel fills that out for us right away. Now, when Excel takes a shortcut like this for us to help us, is often making an assumption. In this case, Excel was assuming that we wanted a series of months, fill out January, February, March, and so on. But what if we only wanted it to be January over and over again? That's why Excel leaves this menu for us, for the menu of autofill option right there for us. So we can click on it and choose a different option. If we did want to copy January over again, we can choose it right there and Excel will fix that for us. But in our case, we know we wanted this series, this sequence of months, and so we are going to keep that selection. We will talk about it further because sometimes we do want to click and drag and copy. Other times we don't want to click and drag and fill out a series. And we can either do it very quickly using these autofill options that fill the handle in Excel. Now, the rest of the data in this table, we can have Excel fill out for us, So there are still a few things we can do to make this go more quickly. One of the things that I find can be really slow and frustrating entering data is entering in data for one Excel, reaching for the mouse, clicking the next, entering data, reaching for the mouse, clicking the next. We can use some key shortcuts here to help us out. As you are entering in data, use arrow keys to help. You use the tab and enter keys to help you. For example, if I want to enter data in vertically, you are going to enter in my first data value 29.6. Then I'm going to press down arrow keys so I can go right down to the next one. I can keep just going down like that if you want to enter data in horizontally. And when you can use the tab key, we can do 29.6, tab 50.7, tab 86.6. This can really help save a lot of time at using the keyboard to navigate in the spreadsheet instead of using the maps. So now, with all these tips and tricks, I would like you to go ahead and fill out your spreadsheet with all of the months of the year and all of your temperature and precipitation data, and then we will come back here for one or more tricks. Before we close up with these tasks, I just want you to pause and enter your data. We actually used a weather data from another country. So there's this website, I think about weatherinformation.com. When you go there, you can enter your region and your weather data will show up. You can use it to enter your own data. All right. So That's it. When you do that, you can come back. When you do that, you can come back and say, okay, this is it, you know. So I think we have done excellent job here. I hope your spreadsheet looks something like this, and I hope that you are able to successfully navigate through the spreadsheet and your data quickly. And sometimes it takes practice if you haven't done a lot of data entry before. Now we are going to do one last thing with the spreadsheet. You know, we're actually going to insert another column, and this will help us keep our spreadsheet organized so that we will always know what data we are working with. I like to include an index column at the beginning. I'm going to right click on the top of this first column. I'm going to click insert. This will help us insert a whole new column. Everything shift over the right. This is fantastic. And I'm going to call that index what this index column is. Is a place where you can give every single data value. Is our number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. This can be really helpful for keeping your data organized, for being able to sort out your data back into its original configuration if you need to, knowing how many data observations you have, and so on. Lots of good reasons to do this. If you think about it, this is a sequence just like the sequence of months. Hopefully we can enter one data here, and we can click and drag on that field handle, and we should be, and in this case Excel guesses wrong. This is going to happen, like it or not. This is why I'm saying to always think about the assumption that Excel is making. In this case, Excel was making the assumption that we just want to copy that value on all the way down, but we know that the fill option menu is right there, and we want and what we can do is we can say now, Excel, actually this is series, and we can choose that option instead, and Excel instantly fixes that for us. And now we have an index column to tell us how many data observations we have. We can do other useful things with this column. So taking advantage of these little features, as you see, can not only make our data entry more efficient and more effective, but can help us avoid lots of typing errors that might happen if we are doing this all manually. So now we are finished with data entry, like manually entering our data. You understand me? We've got our first full data set here. We are ready to start working with it, and hope that you have your own data set and freely ready to go. This has been great work. It must not be weather. When you are putting your own data, it must not be weather data. It could be business data, market data, office data, school data, you know, that kind of thing. So feel free to use any data set you want, but here we decided to use weather data. Yes.